Hey there, Tigers! Today we're going to go ahead and work on mystery word number 22. To get us started, you need to have your writing utensil, a pair of scissors, some glue or a glue stick, your letter strip cut into the pieces for letters, and then a colored piece of paper. Before we go any further, you need to make sure that you have your name and number in the upper right-hand corner of your paper. So let's go ahead and do that now. We'll leave some space across the top to glue our work to at the end. But let's go ahead and get started with our words that we can make from our mystery word. Our focus this week is going to be on our oo sound. When we have the letter O's together, two O's, it can make two sounds. It can say oo and oo and So we're going to be working on some oo's today. Our very first word is a three-letter word that is a antonym of the word cold. So remember, antonym is opposite. So the opposite of cold is hot. It's got three letters. A, t, hot. So number one, we're going to use the word hot. I can add to the word hot, I can put a s sound in front of it, which of course makes our sh together say sh, a, t, shot. So number two is shot. I shot the basketball. Shot. Let's go ahead and clear those letters. We're going to get our oo sound out. Remember, our oo sound is the O-double-O. So we have our oo. And I want to make the word root. It's got three sounds but four letters. R, oo, t, root. So number three is root. Root. For number four, I can substitute the sound with a to make a new word. Oot, hoot, hoot. I heard a hoot in the woods, and it was an owl. Hoot, hoot. Our next one is a four-letter word that I see on signs all around our town. On a red sign, to be exact. Four letters, the word is stop. S, t, a, p, stop. Number five is stop. Stop, drop, and roll is what our firefighters say to do if your clothing catches on fire. Stop. I'm looking at the word stop and I'm noticing that I could substitute a letter here. If I took out my t sound and replaced it with a I can now get sh, up, shop. So number six is shop. Shop. I can rearrange the letters of shop and make my seventh word. If I move my S to a new spot, I get the word hops. Hops. I like the way that bunny hops. Number seven is hops. Hops. As I look at the word hops, I know that if I put another O next to the O that I currently have in the word hops, I can make another new word. Remember, our O-double-O says oo together. So what word did I just make? Oops. Hoops. Hoops. I love to shoot hoops with my son. Hoops. Let's go ahead and clear some of those letters except for our oo sound. Our oo. I would like to make the word tooth. Tooth. The tooth fairy came to visit me. Tooth. I hear it. Oo. And then two letters that say th together are my TH. Tooth. Tooth. So 5 letters, but it says 3 sounds. So number 9 is tooth. Let's go ahead and leave our ooh double oo out there. And this time, it's what we're going to do with a basketball. We're going to shoot it at the net. Shoot. Shh. I know that SH says shh. I have my ooh sound, and then my final consonant t. Sh, ooh, t. Shoot. Number 10 is shoot. Do you see the difference between shoot and shot? Only one letter. Those O's make a big difference. All right, let's take a look at our word shoot. I can change that O sound very quickly to shot, but I can also replace that O with the letter R, and look what happens. I now have an OR sound because the O and the R together say OR. Sh, or, t, short. So this is how we would spell short. The shot was just short of the basketball rim. Short. Short. Let's go ahead and clear our letters. Our next word is a word that I don't usually use too often, but I've seen it written in a lot of books. And this TV show that I used to watch when I was a little kid always used this word. And the word is stoop. So stoop can be a couple different things. It can be kind of a place that you sit, like a pair of stairs leading up to a house in the city. You can also say something, you don't want to stoop to someone's level if they're being yucky in their behavior. So those are two ways that we would use the word stoop. But I definitely hear the oo double O sound, the oo, st, oop. And I hear a st. So go ahead and get your st out. St, oop, stoop. So let's go ahead and write that for our number 12. Number 12 is stoop. St, oop, stoop. I can make this plural by simply adding a letter S to the end. St, oops, stoops. She never stoops to that level. Stoops. St, oop, s. So 6 letters. Stoops. I'm going to go ahead and leave my oops up there. But I'm going to change that beginning sound. If I put a t, sound in the front now. T, tur, oops, oops, troops. Troops. Troops are people, men and women, who are protecting our country. We call them troops. Troops. It's also where you get in Star Wars, if you talk about stormtroopers, this is troop. Troops. All right, we are at our mystery word. Go ahead and pause the video. Give yourself a little bit of time to rearrange some letters and see if you can figure out what our mystery word is. When you think you've got it, or you've practiced and you're stuck, then you can go ahead and play again and hear some clues. All right, Tigers, sounds like you're back. Here's your first clue. This is a baseball word. In fact, it's a baseball position on the field that's usually somewhere between second and third base. It's usually a very athletic player who can jump high and stop lots of balls. And it's a compound word, so it has 2 words that could stand by itself, and both of those words are over here. Your first part of it, your first word starts with an S. And actually the second word starts with an S. And if
If you heard me say stop, that's part of your clue here. So I'm going to go ahead and write stop over here. Do you know what I could use all these letters for? Yep, sh, or, t. Short stop. Short stop. Hopefully you guys are going to maybe get to see the Reds play this summer. Should have an opening day here pretty soon. Their pitchers have already reported for duty. All right, so let's go ahead and glue our mystery word on. I'm going to go ahead and write it at the bottom. So short. Shortstop. Sometimes my son plays shortstop in baseball, but he loves third base the best. So I'm going to go ahead and write shortstop down here. Short stop. Shortstop. All right, we've got lots of rhyming words, so I'm going to go ahead and make a category for my rhyming words. So I'm going to go ahead and call it rhymes. Give myself plenty of room and space, so I'm going to write a little bit smaller. I see that I've got a rhyming pair. I've got root and another word that rhymes with root. Can you find the word over here that rhymes with root and copy it down? I've also got the word stop. Can you find one other word that rhymes with stop? I'm not going to choose the word shortstop because it actually ends in the same word, stop. So I wouldn't necessarily, kind of rhymes, but it's kind of the exact same word. So can you find another word that ends in the op sound? Remember, our rhyming words have the same ending sound. In this case, they also have a very similar spelling, too. Our next word, shot. I shot the basketball. And I've got one word that rhymes with shot. Can you find it? And then I've got three words that rhyme. These would all be with that same oops ending. So I'm going to go ahead and write stoop. Stoops. Can you find two other words that end in the oops sound? All right. When you are finished filling in your rhyming words, let's move on to some transfer words. Transfer words. Transfer words. We've got 4 transfer words. If I can spell stoops, troops, and hoops, I should also be able to spell scoops. Oops. Scoops. Look at the ending sound to help you hear. And remember, we usually don't have the letter K by itself in a word. It's usually with its buddy, the letter C. So keep that in mind. Scoops. Number 2, I have a rhyming word. It rhymes with root and hoot, and that is the word boot. Boot. There's a snake in my boot, is what one of our characters named Woody from the movie Toy Story likes to say. Boot. There's a snake in my boot. Number 3 is kind of a funny word. It rhymes with stop and shop. So I'm going to look at the ending here, and that's the word plop. My daughter likes to come home after school and plop down on the sofa to watch some TV. Plop. Maybe you like to plop down too. Plop. Number 4, our very last transfer word, is a rhyming word with shot and hot. And that word is pot. Can you put all of the vegetables in the pot so I can make a stew? Pot. Once again, that was scoops, boot, plop, and pot. When you are finished, make sure your name and number are in the upper right-hand corner, that that you've completed the words, rhymes, and transfer words and put it in the turn-in bin. Nice job today, Tigers.